Everybody. So it's been a minute since I posted a video on here, and I apologize to the few people out there that actually were following these, and I apologize to myself because I intended to make it sort of a personal mission to keep up with these, but February was a pretty inactive month for all things tiny house, and I really should have just kept doing videos anyway, talking about my inactivity or whatever else, because it does help me deal with the, all the questions and the confusion. But yeah, there's been a lot of other stuff going on. But in any case, it is really becoming spring now here in Virginia, and the days are getting longer. So finally, one of the biggest struggles with me was just keeping the motivation up, even though I'd get home from work. If I came straight here, I'd get here at like 4:45, and then by 5:30 it was dark, and it was like, I mean, I have lights, so it's not like it's really an excuse, but you've all been there. Winter is hard to stay on top of your stuff, but the spring is really given me some energy, and I'm ready to go. So I guess the biggest things that just happened were we got the ceiling up, which was pretty hard, harder than I thought it would be. So here's the ceiling. Little light goes there. That'll be the fan, and a light on there, which will be controlled from this little double switch right there. And moving on, you can see there's just one more piece of plywood that needs to go up in the back there. Still dealing with some skylight leakage, so I'm gonna cover that with plastic for now so it stops, and then we'll go ahead and trim that in, but I might need to do something drastic. Just not sure what it is yet. We'll figure it out. Yesterday, Sarah and I came out here and just kind of started chipping away at stuff. I'm trying to get the counter done. It's mostly framed in, but I've still got a bunch of detail stuff to do, and I've got to get the panels on where they're going to be. Like this side, I need to put a piece of plywood in. I need to put the bottom of it where you actually set things. So I'll show you what we got going on here with the counters. I basically just totally winged this. I had very little idea what I was doing. After a little bit of trial and error, I got something that seems workable. Built this little booster seat for this sweet oven that I've already got set into place, and it's actually going to go back so that this part is pretty much the only part sticking out, so that should be flush with this. Little slot here I made with a hole saw for that little propane nozzle so that there's room for that to sit back into the wall. And then this hose can kind of come out of there. And I'm just gonna leave that kind of on the inside here, back towards the little storage shed back there where everything else is hooked up. That's where my propane tank will be. You can see I've already started putting in the bottoms for this part. Still needs to be nailed down. Got to finish over there. A little Frigimerator. And that sink is going to go right here in this big space, so that's all ready to rock. As soon as that counter gets done, the next order of business is going to be to build the little sofa seating area right here. It's going to have a little bit of an L, come out about that far, be right back there, so you can chill in this little spot. And then once that's done, we can lay the actual floor down, because that's the last thing that needs to be excluded from the flooring. We're also working on getting our joints here, all the seams in the plywood done. Sarah's been working on that. Little putty knife, you know, basically like how you do drywall minus the tape. So this is the stuff we're using to cover the joints in the fake drywall, as you can see. And then we're gonna sand that down before we paint it. And speaking of paint, so another thing we've got going on right now is getting some samples for the paint options, and I've got 4 here, I'll show you. Rather light robin's egg, almost cool bluish thing going on. This really awesome yellowish orange. This is feeling pretty good for either the bathroom and or the kitchen. This super saturated orange was one idea for the bathroom. It might be a little dark, but I still like it. Then this one was a big winner. This might be the main living room color. Kind of a muted sage green kind of thing. This is something I had in mind for a while, and this just might do the trick. We're back in action this spring and this summer. This joker's getting done. Got some good news about a possible parking space, which is the first development of that sort that I've had. So we'll see how that develops as the progress continues. But other than that, thank you guys for your support, and I'll see you next time when some more stuff is getting done. So now I'm gonna go grocery shopping, go make something tasty. I'll see you later.